Where are we going in 10?
You know what?
In 10.
Well, welcome everybody to our first podcast. This is the SICPodcast with Avatan, and this is my friend Hybrid.
Yeah.
Hybrid, what do you got going on today? What are you doing right now? You still ordering food?
I'm trying to get breakfast, bro.
What are we eating today?
For Huddle House. It's like Waffle House in Texas. I think other states have it too, but it's like Waffle House
Okay.
without the crime. So the food isn't as good, you know?
No crime.
No, yeah, that there's no crime in Huddle Houses usually.
It's weird. It's weird
It's
how
not
like
like,
sprinkling crime over the top just makes it taste good. So
well, I think it's like a risk, a danger versus food reward that gives your body endorphins,
yeah, it makes it taste better. Just
It makes it taste better because there's risk to it. Like you go there, and these are risky waffles, not just regular waffles. And the risky part of it, it's like extra flavoring.
not sure I've ever done a risk assessment with my waffles, but
Well, go to Waffle House.
if I had one, I would.
And go to
I
Waffle House. You'll be doing risk assessments
Dude, I don't even have
all the time.
we don't even have an IHOP. We don't got nothing up here.
You don't have an IHOP? What
It's
the
like we
fuck?
hate breakfast, I feel like. At least sit
Oh
down
shit.
breakfast. We got every fast food breakfast you can think of. But yeah. No Waffle
IHOPs can
House, no
get pretty
IHOP.
sketchy. IHOPs can get pretty sketchy depending on where they're at.
Well, what do you think
After
what do you think
in
happens when
in
you have
the morning.
$3.99 all you can eat pancakes? People are just gonna sit there all day and eat pancakes, man. The sign says you don't have to
I've
get
been
up.
to an IHOP that had security before, so it
Yeah, so like a VIP list to
wouldn't
get in.
surprise me.
Slip them a
Yeah.
pin and get some extra chocolate chip pancakes.
You know what's really came a long way? Denny's.
Denny's.
Denny's. You don't have a Denny's?
We used to. Yeah, the last one we had was closed.
Oh,
Yeah, we used to.
yeah,
It closed around COVID because a lot of places up here closed around COVID. COVID kind of screwed
gotcha.
that. Screwed like the late night diner scene. Yeah, because that's what I always thought of Denny's as. Like, I never went to Denny's like during the day. It was always at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You know,
Yeah,
when
they're busiest on weekends at night and in the morning, early morning.
yeah, it's like nothing else is
You know.
open. And
Well, yeah, because
excuse me,
what restaurants are open at 2 in the morning, so Denny's would be packed.
just the
But Denny's
closure
came a long
moments.
way. Denny's, all the buildings used to be ran down, and everything. The ones that stayed open in my area, got renovated. I don't know how they are all across the U.S., but they got renovated. Their logo changed. Um,
Interesting.
the buildings are a lot nicer. Kind of like Wendy's. You know how Wendy's are in the process of renovating their buildings,
Yeah.
their design. Yeah, that's what Denny's did. So they don't look the same as they used to. I'm assuming your one that closed was an old style.
Yeah. Definitely, the what is it, like the red with the yellow, you know,
They're still
the
red with
big
yellow.
Denny's sign. Oh yeah, but they definitely weren't renovated.
Actually, I think they're red and white now. They're red. No, they're red and yellow or red and white.
Yeah. I mean,
But
to the
they
colorblind
definitely look
people, it's
more.
just, colors.
You're not yellow colorblind, are you?
Yellow green. Like I have trouble with yellows
Oh,
and greens.
oh.
It's weird, like reds and browns sometimes, like blues and purples.
So you would see me as red? What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, man. I have a feeling
Yeah.
that they won't care. So I just got a cup of coffee. What are you drinking today?
Right now I got water because I'm probably gonna get an energy drink or coffee with my breakfast. But it's bad to, bad enough to drink energy drinks as it is, but you should probably have some water first.
Dude, I got a sweet life hack if you've never tried it. Do you like oatmeal?
Yeah,
Make it with coffee.
it sounds disgusting.
It's really not. You gotta make the right kind. So, if you get like you gotta find the right one. I usually do like a maple,
Uh-huh.
and then, it gives a little bitter coffee taste to it, but you also get a caffeine burst when you're eating it because it soaks up all the coffee. So I pour a strong cup of coffee into the oatmeal,
Mm.
and then yeah, it's
You
delicious.
use that to make the oatmeal.
Yeah, it's my
Uh,
caffeinated life hack.
I'm not gonna tell you I'm gonna try it because I don't think I'm gonna try it.
Well,
Maybe someone,
you can always keep your options
else,
open.
maybe someone else will, and they'll give me a second opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna need like 9 or 10 opinions.
man.
Secondary, tertiary. I don't know what you call fourth.
Let's just go with fourth.
Quadriary.
Quadriary. So as all you guys do not know currently, we play a lot of World of Warcraft. So currently I'm a Resto Druid main. We dabble in some other stuff, but I've been playing Resto Druid for, you know, longer than I can remember. Uh, Hybrid is a currently a Paladin main on the Ret side of things.
Yeah,
So when you guys hear, there will be a lot of World of Warcraft talk. You can see our raid from last night is playing in the background right now. So if you ever have any comments, feel free. And we'll be streaming these things live too, and there'll be a link in the description below. All right, so I feel like you're done ordering your food. What'd you order?
I didn't order.
God, dude, you're gonna starve all day, dude. You're
just, I'm just gonna fucking wait till we're done.
gonna.
Uh,
It's probably a good idea, to be honest.
yeah,
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into some current event topics. I was reading this article recently about former New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick, dating a 24-year-old, which it's kind of hard to know what to think about this situation. Bill Belichick looks like he's about 106. Um,
he doesn't look like a normal. He doesn't look like. How old is he?
yeah, I think he's like 70,
He looks
73. Yeah, he's
he
73.
looks old as fuck, bro. Um,
Yeah, dude, he needs to shave and like a trim out his neck vagina. But uh, yeah, I don't know what to take of this, man. What do you think about it?
I don't really have a problem with it personally. Um, I I think that when people have an issue with age gaps between two consenting adults, I find it interesting because it's always portrayed as the guy getting over. I don't know, but what if it's the chick getting over? She's 24. She knows what it is. She knows what it's about.
Yeah,
She's probably getting taken care of, you know? Um, as they say, it takes two to tango. I don't know why he's getting the hit for it.
it's just because of Bill
Now
Belichick.
74 through 24 is a huge age gap though. Like, which makes me think that it's not a normal relationship. Like, I don't think that's his girlfriend. That's his sugar baby, you know. Um, but I think when you're 74 and you're dating a 24-year-old, per se, or she's your sugar baby or whatever. Um, you hear about other stories of not so famous people losing a lot of money and getting finessed by these what people would call babies,
Yeah.
but they're not. Some of these women are out here finessing old men out of their fucking house and home.
I tell you
You know,
personally, like I don't care about this stuff, but I think it's hilarious.
okay, it becomes a big deal every time.
Yeah.
Every
The
time.
best part is what other people are saying about it. If you start going into the comments of other people, because you get some like very comical things that people are saying. You either get, I guess there's two approaches. Either people are dead serious or they make fun of it.
Right. Yeah, I'm on the line of I don't care, but I'm willing to make fun of it. I'm willing to I'm willing to assume that she's getting purses and she's also getting penetrated
Yeah.
by
Well,
a wrinkly penis.
well,
So
Lolo did say, and I quote, "Bro, clapping her cheeks makes losing Brady worth it for him."
right, you know,
She gotta clap them cheeks.
apparently, I mean, look at the photo. She's smiling. Her teeth are white. You know, she's getting them polished daily. You know what I mean? She's
It
happy to be there.
doesn't it almost look like um somebody just made that picture? Like he was just sitting there and then they just superimposed her on.
It does. It does. She looks
Look, her face
maybe
is too
maybe
like commercial like perfect.
maybe because she's so much prettier than him. It just look it's a juxtaposition. So it just looks weird. But yeah, because his face looks like a ball sack, and she's actually kind of pretty. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when 174 one's 24. But yeah, I don't really have an issue with it. I think it's funny. I mean, I think I saw an article Cher was dating someone way younger than her too. Uh, and that shit was just as entertaining to me. Um,
Yeah. I feel like they get a
dudes
lot
out
of
here,
opportunities because of who they are, you know.
well, dudes out here, fucking a 70-year-old chick for a PS5. That's on him, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he's at least getting, you know, the upgraded version, the Pro.
Nope, nope, just a PS5, bro.
He's just getting the one with the digital copy and it doesn't even have the disc drive.
You know how old Cher is, bro? He might be getting a regular Nintendo, bro. Like she may still think that's current.
Well,
Like
it
she
seems like
may
she
just
can get him a, like a mint condition one. I mean, could be worth some money. A lot more than the
are they?
PS5.
Are Nintendos worth money? How much are Nintendos worth? Nintendo, what's it called? NES?
Yeah, Nintendo Entertainment System.
Uh, $124 on eBay, 160 on Amazon. You made it seem like they'd be like $1,000, bro.
Oh, they definitely are.
Oh,
Millions.
billions? Nah. Walmart has it for 284. Well, that looks like a remake, not the original.
You know what I don't understand? Like I never knew this. Is I just googled Nintendo Entertainment System and it says it's
Uh-huh.
the third generation home game console.
For Nintendo.
Yeah, so it's like what was the first and second generation? Where was I?
Oh, Nintendo. I have no clue. I thought it was the first
That's what I thought. I know that there were some systems that predate it, but I didn't think there were more
from
Nintendos.
Nintendo, right?
Yeah, unless you
Nintendo systems.
maybe
We
the
got
Japanese version.
1983. No, NES was the first, according to
Oh, it says it was
this stuff.
released in Japan as the family computer Famicom in 1983, and then
Oh,
later North American, Europe, Australia in the mid 90s. The NES is an 8-bit system that was removable controllers. It was considered a groundbreaking console and popularized many iconic games and franchises. That it did do. If that's one thing you can take from the original Nintendo is that it revolutionized gaming. That 8-bit system,
Hmm.
had some good games on it, man.
Yeah, I think the regular Nintendo, we call it regular Nintendo, uh, was it was pretty good. I think that N64, um, Super Nintendo and N64 kind of solidified it more.
Yeah,
I don't think most people were gamers when Nintendo came out,
yeah.
the NES, but by the time Super Nintendo and PlayStation came out, being a gamer was a thing.
Oh yeah,
So I would say Nintendo started it, but I would say PlayStation and N64 uh, revolutionized it to where you could talk to someone, and there's a good chance a decent amount out of 10 people would be a gamer.
yeah. Well, I think too, like it might even go back a little further with it was Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis.
Uh huh.
There's a pivotal point that happened. That kind of changed it when everybody wanted one and everybody needed it to play one game, and that was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
When Mortal Kombat came out, it changed the want for everything because everybody needed it. And it was funny too because I had it both on the Genesis and on the Super Nintendo.
Hmm.
You can only get blood on one of them. It's funny, like, and you had to put a code in to get the blood. It's like originally these games were made so no blood was happening, and it was spitting off gray stuff in the background. It's
What's this for
hilarious.
Sega?
Yes, well, the Sega had a blood code.
Uh,
Super Nintendo did not.
I did play. I didn't play Mortal Kombat one.
Yeah,
I don't think I had Street Fighter, and then I had Killer Instinct,
yeah. I think Mortal Kombat 2 was the bigger. That was probably the
and then
biggest
I
title.
right, and then I had Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah. Personally, my favorite one on the Super Nintendo is Mortal Kombat 4, which is amazing, and it started bringing the robot characters, which I was a big fan of the robot characters.
I stopped playing after I think it was 3.
Yeah.
Um, I was never a big Mortal Kombat person. I was a big Tekken person back in the day.
I love
For
Tekken Tag
PlayStation.
was my jam, dude.
Yeah, I was a fan of Tekken. I like the 3D. I like how smooth Tekken was with its 3D as compared to when Mortal Kombat finally did start implementing 3D. I still think Mortal Kombat's 3D is clunky.
Yeah.
As compared to Tekken. I haven't played a recent Tekken game, but knowing that Tekken was doing good in the 3D department
I
back in 2000 and something, early 2000s, versus Mortal Kombat still being 2D.
personally, I
It,
think
it's
if you go back and look at I don't know if you had a Dreamcast,
no, I didn't.
but Soul Calibur released on the Dreamcast, and
I did like Soul Calibur. I played it. Soul Calibur was in like arcades, right? Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I
It
would
was
play
a
Soul Calibur then.
it was a near perfect game though. When it released for the Dreamcast, and it looked and flowed amazing.
Yeah, I never had a Sega console in any of them, but I did like Soul Calibur when I did get the chance to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I had a Genesis way back in the day, and then all the ones in between that and the Dreamcast were kind of like, really
What
not
was the
worth
one
it.
between the Genesis and the Dreamcast?
Saturn,
Saturn.
Sega Saturn, yeah,
The Sega Saturn had some games that were way ahead of their time.
yeah. It was one of those 32-bit systems that was just kind of like it couldn't compete once the N64 and the PlayStation 1 came out. because it kind of predates them.
Yeah. But I'm trying to look, see what games were on there. There were a couple games that were really good. It just didn't take off. Like that was a problem with the Saturn. It just didn't. Yeah.
Okay, so on like another note, I got some other stuff that I wanna, bring up to you. There's been some questions that have been going off in my head that I really think I need the answers to. Uh, they're kind of personal. So this is also gonna, you know, let the viewers kind of into, what type of what type of people we are,
Oh, some insight,
Yeah, 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 exactly, exactly. You know, we need a connection. So
Please don't say it like that.
first thing I want to know is, uh, what would you do if you walked into your garage 3 a.m. Uh, you heard a rumble, right?
Uh-huh.
So what you do? You walk out in your garage at 3 a.m. and all you see is a giant kangaroo. What happens?
Nothing's First of all, I'm homeless. So
Well, the viewers didn't know you were homeless, so apparently Ivan's
no,
homeless.
no, I'm playing. Uh you know what I'm doing if there's a kangaroo in my garage at any time of the day, let
Well,
alone 3 in the morning.
well,
It's
just
getting fought.
take it step by step.
Step by step, I'm gonna challenge him to a duel, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, first of all, we're having really big issues if there's a kangaroo in America just hopping around. So I probably wouldn't even assume it's a kangaroo. I would assume it's a person
In a
and a
kangaroo
kangaroo
suit?
cup. Yes, yes. Because there's no kangaroos here.
Yeah.
There's no kangaroos here. So
Because
I
then,
have to act accordingly, right?
well, then you gotta think, is it a furry? You
I could have my own furry,
know. Yeah, you can have your own
my
furry.
own. Throw a pokeball at it to capture it, and then put it in my closet.
Gotta catch 'em all.
You know,
Gotta catch
uh,
'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
yeah, I would. If it, what's the difference? See, that's the thing, though. What's the difference between a weird person in your house at 3 in the morning with a kangaroo costume and a furry
One
in your
takes
house at 3 in the morning?
one takes it off during sex.
That's
That's the difference.
the difference. So furries don't take off the kangaroo costumes during sex?
No, that's most of the appeal for them is they do it like stuffed animals.
Oh shit, that sounds kind of fun actually.
I mean, we kicked some people out. Well, I just recently kicked some people out of the guild that were furries, so to speak. So there has been a lot of conversations on this,
Yeah.
over the past bunch of months. But
Oh, I gotcha.
I just think it'd be hot, like not in a good way.
Oh, I was like, oh, did you change your mind? Like, be hot, you mean hot and sweaty, not in a good way, you know?
Yeah, you guys. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter how you say it. You have to put not in a good
Yeah.
way after it.
See, I bet it's sticky in there, and like the
Yeah,
outside, you know, the fur is all matted and shit.
and the lingering smell of like nylon. Or pleather. It's probably pleather on the inside, just to make you mad.
I don't know. All of this sounds amazing, actually. Is this person in the kangaroo costume? Is it a woman?
For saying no, it's a kangaroo. Back to the subject at hand. This is an
Oh,
actual kangaroo in your
it's a real
garage.
kangaroo. Oh, it's a real kangaroo. I'm gonna fight it.
Then I'm gonna fight it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight it. I was like, trying to be logical. You know,
I mean, do you box it or do you wrestle
I think boxing it because I want to assert my dominance.
it? Yeah.
I mean,
Straight up Floyd Mayweather.
if you actually could get a kangaroo on the ground, I don't think, I don't think there's much it could do. They're not as nimble as people, but yeah, boxing it is probably way more risky than like trying to tackle it into like the wall and put it on the ground
Yeah.
and handcuff it, and then y'all stop resisting as you beat it.
Yeah.
Um, I think boxing is a little bit more risky than that for sure. But then you get to say you boxed a kangaroo in your garage at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who's done that.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
So
it's quite the accomplishment.
right, the bragging rights, bro.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bragging right.
What if we could set that up for you?
I can tell that story in the old folks' home. When I'm old,
I tell you what, if we get 3 million likes on this video, we'll make it happen.
dude. We're trying to get 3 likes, bro.
But, but if we
Trying to get
actually,
3 likes,
if we get
bro.
3 million, we might be able to pay for it. So we can actually make it happen. And we're back with a little more world news that we just stumbled across. Now, Hybrid, let me know. Let me see what you found.
We're gonna call this segment "Stupid Shit in News."
Nice.
Um,
There's a lot of
uh,
that goes around.
Never ending content, infinite content, bro.
Sure.
Um, Texas court finds Carrie Max Cook innocent of 1977 murder, actually, ending decades-long quest for exoneration. It's already going to turn out bad. Uh, Carrie Max Cook is innocent of the 1977 murder of Linda Jo Edwards. The Texas Court of Criminal Appeals found citing allegations of misconduct that led to Cook spending 20 years on death row for a crime he did not commit. Jesus.
It's only 20 years. I mean,
What the fuck you mean? Only
God,
20 years.
do they have to pay him for that time?
Oh, they'll pay him, but it won't be enough, bro. They'll do 20 years of your life is priceless.
Get like
And he
military
was on
wages.
death row. Dude, and he got treated like shit because they thought he killed some woman. Cook was released from prison in 1997. Okay, at least he hasn't been in prison this whole time. That's good. Could I be damn near 50 years? Cook was released from prison in 1997, and Smith County prosecutors set aside his conviction in 2016. The ruling Wednesday by the state's highest criminal court formally exonerates him. This case is riddled with allegations of state misconduct. Don't surprise me at all. That warrant, and when it comes to solid support for actual innocence, the case contains it all. Damn. So the case said the evidence says he was innocent, and they said, "Yeah, we don't care. You're guilty, bro." Uh,
Someone's got to
un
go to jail.
uncontroverted, uncontroverted. I've never actually heard that word, uncontroverted, but here we go. Proof of false testimony, admissions of perjury, and new scientific evidence. Cook, now 68, damn, became an advocate against the death penalty after his release. The ruling ends, as Richardson wrote, Cook's first conviction was in 1978 and was overturned. So this shit's been overturned like 3 times, just according to this little ass article. A second trial in 1992, which ended in a mistrial, and a third in 1994, which concluded. The rest is blah blah blah. Oh, the last part, he's still classified as a murderer. By the way, at the end, he's still classified as a murderer by the Texas justice system. What do you think about that?
I mean, it makes sense, right? He was convicted as a murderer, and then they overturned it, so he's obviously still a murderer.
This is sarcasm.
Exactly.
Um,
That's what they're
we
using.
accidentally found you a murderer, but we're not gonna change it so you're not a murderer.
I mean,
Yeah, he don't. It didn't look bad for 68 for having been in prison for like 30 years, bro.
man, he's obviously got a good
20
workout regimen, you know? He's looking toit like a tiger.
white. What the fuck?
Toit.
Toy.
Toit.
I don't think. Yeah, I'm not gonna be referring to other men as tight.
No, I didn't say tight, I said toit.
What's the difference?
Ah, the pronunciation.
That does not surprise me. So, a lot of times people don't understand that lawyers, prosecutors, especially police officers, they just want to win the case. They just want to solve the case because it goes on their accolades. You know, it goes on their list. It goes on their resume. Um, when they apply for other jobs, they get to say they solved the murder of Lisa Ann Joe or Linda Joe, sorry. Um, and so sometimes people go through any means necessary to convict people, even tricking them into confession or um, other heinous or not so legal means of getting people to confess to shit. And sometimes the person actually didn't do it. I mean, it's funny because when I was a correctional officer, everybody said they didn't do it. Like 90% of inmates said, I'm innocent. You guys don't understand. I'm innocent. And you're like, yeah. I remember one time I was like, all you motherfuckers aren't innocent. Some of y'all did this shit.
It's like, yeah, that motherfucker did it.
But yeah, that's super fucked up. About your question, did they pay him? They probably did. He probably got only like a couple million, bro.
Couple million.
Only. And that's a lot, but not a lot, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to sacrifice 20 years in prison for $2 million, give or take, right? Personally, um, I'd rather have my life. Uh, yeah, I doubt he got like the hugest lawsuit ever, where he got millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's definitely gotta be something come back from the state though, because you know, you lose 20 years of your life for no reason because they just felt like convicting you.
even
he,
more,
he
bro.
had
He's
one of those
68.
faces that just looked like he did it. So
He's 68, and he's still. There's sometimes where you see a mugshot and you're like, he looked like he did it. This motherfucker looks guilty in their mugshot. He didn't even really look like that. Uh, but at the end of the day, it goes to show you how fucked up our justice system can be
oh,
sometimes.
extremely. And a lot of times we add to it. So it's our own stupidity is what does it.
Oh, for sure. Shit in news. You had an article.
Oh yes, I do actually. I'm gonna bring it up over here. So this is kind of claiming to be the world's dumbest criminal. Um, apparently, there's a woman who called the police on herself as she was trying to steal a car.
And why the
Uh,
fuck was she did that?
she,
Do that.
who the fuck knows? I mean, people are crazy. So she broke into a car dealership with the intent to take a vehicle. Uh,
Uh-huh.
while she was doing this, she decided that was a good idea to call the police and report that this was happening. Um, I'm just gonna go off on a limb and say either she was trying to go to jail or she's just off her rocker. Because, like, why would you do that? I don't condone, people stealing. I'm against it. But, why? Why are you being ethical and non-ethical at the same time?
I don't condone in people stealing, but if you are gonna steal, you should be good at it. And part of
Exactly.
being good at it is like step one, do not call the police on yourself. That'd probably be step one in being good at stealing. It's kind of like those stories where people go to steal and they get stuck and they have to call the police or the fire department to get them out of like a chimney or out of like a fence or something that they got stuck when they're trying to steal it. That's what I thought the story was going to be, but apparently it doesn't seem that to be the case. So she just got stuck. I mean, she just was like felt guilty midway through. It's like,
No,
guys,
apparently this is what happened. So she said she was participating in a game of Black Ops to steal a car, and was hoping that telling deputies in advance would make the carjacking legal. Because because that makes sense in people's heads, apparently. It says right here, it says, luckily, the police arrived in time before she stole the car, meaning she avoided being charged with Grand Theft Auto.
so it worked out
Yeah.
a little bit
Yeah, so she just got hit with
because
a
she didn't steal
PD.
the car. She didn't steal the car.
Yeah, but I mean, she got hit with a
So
PD.
so if I hello 911, yes sir, what's your emergency? I'm going to rob Walmart at gunpoint right now. If I show up and the police are already there waiting on me, is it attempted robbery? Do they just handcuff me and tell me to go? Like I haven't done a crime yet. Is it a threat? That would be a threat, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a threat, but
I feel like a good lawyer could get you out of that, which I don't have one. But I feel like a good lawyer can get you out of that.
all right, everybody. We are done with the podcast for today. We had a lot of fun. Well, at least I had fun. Hybrid, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Glad
I'm
you
a
had fun.
hostage, so I have to say yeah, but
Well,
yeah.
I mean, that's what happens. Don't look out your window. Well, we're gonna have a lot of content coming at you guys over the next couple weeks. So be safe and tune in. We'll see you soon.